Bem pessoal, bem-vindos novamente à Undergrounds Voice ao vivo. Hoje tenho aqui o prazer de receber os Nest of Flags. Guys, thank you so much for being here. It's a huge honor for me to meet you and to receive you here at Undergrounds Voice. Welcome to Porto, welcome to Portugal.
Thank you.
So do you have any first impressions about our country, about our city?
It's very beautiful. Actually, yesterday we went to the beach and had a swim in the cold, so it was very cool.
Yeah, we had a day off here in Porto yesterday. So far, this is my favorite city of the tour.
Perfect.
Because it's warm, not now, but this was very warm during the day.
Yes.
I like it very much.
It's actually a second impression because we were here in Lisbon 8 months ago. I really love it. I think the ocean is doing really good therapy for me, so I really like it here.
Yeah. And what can you expect about the show tonight?
Nothing.
Will be awesome.
I mean,
we never played in this country before, so we have no experience. We are not playing for our audience. Basically, it's up to Fleshgod how the audience is gonna be. So we hope the best. The shows before that we did were a couple hundred people everywhere, so it was absolutely fine for us. So far everything is alright. Hope the dinner is going to be good as well.
It will.
That's it.
It will be for sure. You guys are on tour with Fleshgod Apocalypse, which it's a huge band.
Yeah.
So how important for your career is it to share the stage with such a band?
It's very important. It's a very big step for us because it's our first European tour.
Yeah.
Basically, we had a couple of shows in Europe outside of Hungary, but this is the first 2-week tour.
European tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the funny thing is that we were already organizing our tour before Fleshgod booked us,
Yeah.
So I don't think that if we organize our tour, that would be better than this one. So this one is so much better. So it's a big step for us.
Yeah, we had to cancel the whole thing.
Yeah. Tequila God was released in April last year, after the world reopened after the pandemic, and it appeared at a time when the band were growing a lot, and then everything stopped. So can you consider this album like a new beginning, like a beginning of a new era for the band?
I mean, like every album brings a kind of a new era, I think, to every band. But that and Evelyn joining basically was like a start of something bigger, I guess.
Yeah, I joined in 2020.
Yeah.
Somewhat around the pandemic, so it was a great time for her to join because there was a lot of shows.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
But yeah, pandemic was in a way good for us because we could write the whole album in like huge sessions.
Yeah.
Because we were closed in together, so yeah.
Yeah, the artwork of the album is fantastic. I love the artwork. So can you explain what's the concept behind this artwork, this piece of art, and which connection you have with the music?
Originally, the idea was to make a sort of a booklet with every song having a object to it with a meaning, with lyrics. So we made the made the album cover for us. He's a really talented Hungarian tattoo artist, and he basically what he did is like put all the objects into one album cover, which all of them like can be considered to one of the lyrics. So yeah, the idea was that to put objects into the whole album that's about the lyrics as well.
Yeah.
It's mainly about the whole mental health issues and mental disorder issues with the medical stuff and the coping mechanisms with substance abuses and all that beauty stuff, all that great stuff. There's also a plague mask in it somewhere, so we put that in as well, and all that addiction and what it brings with it.
Yeah. We can see a big evolution between Tequila God and the End of Comedy, the first album you guys released. It's more intense, it's more complex. It's the same identity, but at the same time, the next step of the same concept, in my opinion. Do you agree with that?
Complex music. It's actually, I think
it's a bit less complex.
A bit less complex, more light.
Yeah.
Added, I guess.
Like the End of the Comedy was mainly a death metal album, and this is more like a deathcore album. So
yeah.
In my opinion, it's a bit less complex. And yeah, what I wanted to add to Danny is that this album is about Danny's let's say journey with his obsessive compulsive disorder and his mental state, basically. So yeah, I think it's a different album from all aspects.
Yeah, and next year you guys will celebrate the 10th anniversary of the band. So can you expect anything special for that?
Maybe we're gonna do a very big concert.
But hopefully we can release our next album, because we are writing it at the moment, and
Perfect.
that album should be you know, we should be signed by the time it is finished, you know, by a bigger record label. So
yeah,
that's the next step for us, basically.
Cool. What can you expect about these new songs?
What
Can you expect about these new songs?
Secret.
be better than
To be better. Okay. Fair enough.
World tour, you know, I want to play at the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Nobody has ever done that before, so I'm thinking like to play to the sharks and to the whales. It would be really awesome. Yeah. Hopefully the weather conditions will be fine by then. At that time. That's it.
Well, and finally, thank you so much for being here. It was really great and huge honor to meet you and to receive you here. So, any last words for the Portuguese fans and Underground's Voice viewers?
No.
No last words.
Please come to our
Nothing
shows.
to say.
Come to our shows and have a great time.
Support metal.
Support mental health.
Malta, foram os Nest of Plagues na Underground's Voice. Mantenham-se atentos, nós voltamos em breve. Bem.